She's one of the most beautiful women in the world. She's in killer shape and she has a natural glow about her. So are you curious as to how this hardworking actress maintains such a rockin' bod? Here's what Priyanka Chopra typically eats in a day.
What is the single greatest thing about America?
That it's the land of the free and the home of the brave. And cheeseburgers.
It's no secret that there's tons of pressure on women to be thin in Western culture, especially in industries like modeling and entertainment. But as far as actress Priyanka Chopra is concerned, she doesn't feel the need to skimp on portions and only eat lettuce all day. Instead, she'd rather take a healthier approach, telling Women's Health,
You don't have to starve yourself. I love having my pizzas and burgers and buffalo wings on the side for sure, but I like staying fit as well.
Clearly striving for balance in her life, Chopra also has a take-charge attitude about her body, something that helps her cultivate inner strength and maintain a positive self-image. She added, "People always say you should listen to your body, but I don't listen to my body. My body listens to me."
I trust my body and my instincts.
One of the most important parts of Chopra's diet isn't what she eats, but rather what she drinks. She explained in an interview with the Times of India, "Juices and water are very high on my intake list. In fact, water is a must for everyone, at least 10 glasses a day. I often overshoot that, but it does wonders for your skin." We bet she's familiar with all the signs you're not drinking enough water, like dry skin and exhaustion, and she knows how to prevent them. In fact, she once drank 4 liters of water with lemon per day for 3 days, according to Birdie. That might explain why she's glowing all the time. But there's another beverage that Chopra confesses she can't go without: coffee. While it might offer less health benefits than her water habit, Chopra told Vanity Fair,
This coffee doesn't leave my side for at least 4 hours after I've woken up. It's terrible, I know, but my brain needs to wake up.
"Hey, we all do what we've gotta do." Chopra is the first to admit that she's been gifted with a naturally fast metabolism, which is what she credits for her perfect figure. She told the Times of India, "I do not have a tendency to put on weight and can get away with eating as much as I want to, which is a blessing in this industry. But even otherwise, I'm not weight conscious and eat well."
These are 2 of the best flavors Doritos has ever made. Very difficult choice for me.
To be fair, though, when it comes to Chopra's staples, she has an arsenal of foods that comprise her menu on a day-to-day basis that are all very healthy. She added, "My daily diet consists of regular foods like chapati, vegetables, soups, salads, rice, dal, and lots of fruits." So while Chopra may not restrict her intake or subsist strictly on salads and smoothies, her baseline meal plan is clearly designed to be nutritious and delicious. Despite the fact that Chopra relies on a host of healthy go-to foods, she's not one to write down what she's eating or meal plan for the week. Instead, she approaches her eating organically, which allows her a good deal of freedom. She told Elle, "I don't really have a diet. I wing it by the seat of my pants. So when someone asks me about my diet, I feel terrible saying that I don't really have one." Instead, Chopra relies on her relationship with her body in order to determine how and what she'll eat in a day. She added, "It's such a girl thing to do. Like if I feel, I put on a few pounds and I feel gross about myself, I suddenly start eating salad, protein, and soup. Otherwise, if I'm feeling like I am in great shape, I'm okay with cheeseburgers and pizza." Based on the amount of coffee that Chopra needs to fully wake up, it's pretty clear that she's not exactly a morning person. So it's only after her regular coffee and pre-workout shake that she even thinks about grabbing breakfast, according to the Times of India. And of course, whatever she chooses is healthy enough to power her through busy days on set. So what exactly does Chopra like to go for first? When she's stateside, it's either something like avocado toast or an omelet. Sometimes she'll opt for Indian foods like idli, dosa, and poha. If she's at home in her native India, she loves to indulge in paratha, which is a fried flatbread with filling. When it comes to what you'll find on Chopra's lunch plate, naturally it starts with some tried and true Indian staples. She told the Times of India, "I am eating ragi rotis these days. They are healthy and taste good as well." But Chopra doesn't eat the exact same foods all the time. One thing is consistent though. The flavors are always popping in Chopra's meals. She added, "Since I'm going all vegetarian these days, I love bhindi, dal, aloo gobi. I always need curd. Pickles and salads are very important. I eat roast fish, veggies, fresh salads." Chopra often opts for salads when her schedule is super busy, since her personal chef can whip up a veggie or grain version for her to take on the run. For dinner, Chopra chooses something simple like leftovers or soup, keeping it light before bed. Chopra's love of food and eating is quite well documented, and she's known as someone who definitely lives to eat. That approach earned her the nickname, quote, Piggy Chopes as a kid, which at this point she's kind of over. She told the Indian Express, "The piggy in that nickname comes from the fact that I love food. It was sort of cute when I was first called that, but now I feel the joke has been stretched too far." But as the culinary enthusiast that she is, there are some foods that Chopra skips on the regular. Per the Times, if something oily crosses her path, she'll probably give it a pass. Instead, she tries to keep her meals, quote, light and non-greasy, which fuels her without weighing her down. While Chopra does tend to avoid greasy foods, she hasn't cut them out of her diet entirely. In fact, there are quite a few indulgent delectables that Chopra digs into on cheat day that are high in sugar and fat, and of course, flavor. She told The Express, "Desserts, give me anything. Red velvet cake, hot chocolate, fudge, jalebi, cakes. I like to balance my meals out, and I don't believe that starving myself or denying myself food I love really helps." But it's not just sweets that Chopra gets a hankering for either. In fact, sometimes the actress just needs a cheeseburger in order to get through the day. She added, "If I want to indulge or if I'm feeling stressed, especially before a red carpet appearance, I need to have a burger from In-N-Out." In 2017, Chopra starred on Baywatch, based on the once popular TV series. And believe it or not, there was all kinds of junk food available at craft services despite the insanely toned celebs who star alongside her in the film.
I mean, look at the cast.
Chopra told Elle, "On Baywatch, we had every unhealthy thing you could imagine. Fried chicken, Doritos. Whenever I needed a salad, it was a run that someone had to make because on set, they gave us all kinds of soul food which none of the cast ate."
I don't mean to interrupt, but everyone on the beach is talking about you guys.
While Chopra didn't have to show a ton of skin on camera, she wasn't exactly wearing sweats and sneakers either. She told the outlet, "I was so lucky I didn't have to be in a swimsuit. Of course, my dresses are so tight I can't breathe in them, but you have to be in a certain shape." Chopra gets a very specific hankering when bikini season rolls around. She told Elle, "I love ice cream on the beach. I'm not even someone who likes ice cream that much, but on a beach, I don't know why, I feel the need for ice cream." In addition to cold, sweet treats, Chopra has another thing that she loves to indulge in when she's relaxing by the waves. She added, "I discovered this new thing while I was in Miami called spicy margaritas. They're made with jalapeno and they're really amazing by the beach." Chopra also enjoys a good mojito on vacation, according to her Instagram. Bottoms up. This might not be something that Chopra eats every day, but it certainly is quite the story. She once ate an insect that's considered a delicacy in Zimbabwe, telling Elle magazine, "I wanted to go out and have local food, and the UNICEF reps from the Zimbabwe team we were working with took me out that night and I ate some amazing food. There was all kinds of stew, but one of the delicacies was mopane worms." While Chopra was indeed startled to see worms appear on her plate, she was determined to keep an open mind. She said, "I just was so shocked when they were on the table and I had to be a good sport. I ate one and chewed it for like a minute and a half and felt the crunch of the legs in my mouth." In case you somehow managed to miss it, Chopra married Nick Jonas in a huge and extravagant wedding in 2018, as noted by People magazine. But long before the wedding day arrived, Chopra had a confession for her husband-to-be. She said on The View,
I was like, listen, you're from a good Southern home. You're used to your mom making you amazing food, which she does. You're not marrying that girl. I cannot cook.
She did mention that she can make eggs on occasion, so there's that. Obviously, it turned out that not being a domestic diva in the kitchen wasn't a deal breaker for Jonas. Chopra added,
When I told him that, babe, I can't cook, and I hope you know that, he said, it's all right, babe, neither can I.
After becoming a huge Bollywood star and subsequently a big Hollywood celebrity, Chopra has appeared to have been living the life. But everyone has bad days, including this hardworking actress who freely admits that she's experienced failure more than once. So when she's going through a rough patch, Chopra turns to a specific treat to help her feel better. She said on The View,
I mean, I hate failure, and nobody likes it. And, I eat a tub of ice cream in bed every time a movie fails.
Clearly, she's not digging into tons of Ben & Jerry's on the reg, but she's okay with allowing herself a little wiggle room. Chopra is no stranger to New York City, as she owns a gorgeous property there, according to Variety, and she has a list of her favorite things to eat when she's in town. She confessed to Jimmy Fallon.
I landed from Miami this morning to come for the show, and the first thing I did was have a hot dog at a hot dog stand.
Chopra also loves chicken wings, specifically from Queens, and she likes them spicy. She even challenged Fallon to an Atomic Wings eating contest on his show and won.
I couldn't even do one. I got a big chunky one. My first wing was a big wing.
Excuse.
Chopra revisited the show years later and once again ate hot wings with both Fallon and Sean Evans from Hot Ones, proving that this star is all about the balance in her diet, along with having some serious fun.
My hands are shaking. I'm really. Look at this. My hands shake. I can't stop shaking.
You don't have to.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.